leaf bitlets in my boots. Out here mulching up some of the leaves, not all of them, because we haven't really gotten all of them piled up yet, but some, and using that mulch to mulch around the trees and in the garden beds we don't have planted right now so that they overwinter without getting too many seedlings in them. Using this Works hand-fed mulcher. It works pretty well. No pun intended. Mulching leaves is super messy. So today I created a bit of a skirt out of some 6mm poly to help ameliorate that. I mean, it's still going to be messy and I'm still going to get super dusty and whatnot, but hopefully I won't have as much of the fine particles being spit out of the bottom of the mulcher. The outside lip of this poly is a bit bigger than I would have done normally, but that's the size the poly was and I didn't really feel like cutting it in case this didn't work. But what's important is the inside lip needs to go inside the actual basket. That way everything should kind of, in theory, go down into the basket and not get blown around everywhere. So we'll see how that works. The mulcher also says you can put a plastic bag in it and then wrap the bag around the top like that. However, we're using this bag and I didn't want to make a sleeve with a plastic bag because I thought it might flap around. So we're going to try the poly. So that worked pretty well and definitely better than how we did it yesterday. Another thing that was suggested was to do it into just a baby pool. So I'm going to try that out too. Yeah, so for me, the whole swimming pool thing didn't work out as well as I was thinking it might, or hoping, or just thought I'd try. Mainly, it's a little windy. I know, playing with leaves in the wind, not necessarily the best thing to do, but it's got to be done. And so the small chunks of debris were still flying out from underneath the skirt. The pole did catch a lot of it, however, a bunch ended up on the ground nonetheless. So I do think putting into the bag is a little tidier, especially with the wind and with my impatience and bad back. So that is what I'm going to continue doing, and I'm going to get rid of the use of the baby pole. So that is 4 mulched bags of leaves, and we were able to mulch 2 of our beds, well 2.5. We have one that's still piled high with some soil that I'm going to take off and then put some of this mulch on top. So we'll mulch that, and then with our winter bed back there, we'll mulch that when the plants get a little bit bigger so they can actually get past the mulch, but definitely before January hits. So that's from one area of trees. We probably have about 10 times more leaves to mulch than what we've done so far. So I don't think we're going to have a problem with no mulch for just blocking the growth of things or for adding to our compost and such. I think we're going to be pretty good as far as that goes, and some leaves might just end up straight into the burn pile anyway. And obviously some of the mulch will give back to the trees because we'll mulch underneath the trees as well. So it's good. It's a nice thing to do outside, and most likely my mom is going to be laughing because all I wanted to do when I was a kid was jump in the leaves. I didn't want to rake them up. I didn't want to take care of them, and here I am.